What's up, everybody, and welcome back to A Beer a Day with TK. It's Thursday afternoon here in Philly, Ohio. Anderson and I took a ride down to Columbus today, hit a couple breweries on the way back. We were picking my daughter up. So now we're back at the beer shed, getting ready to enjoy one of the beers we picked up on the road. So the beer that we have today is called Forever Green. This is a wheat IPA from the Homestead Beer Company. What do you think about this? This is the one you picked. I picked a different beer. What do you think about this? What led you to select this one?
I've never, in my knowledge, had or heard of a wheat IPA. Have you?
No, I can't say that I have. I mean, I'm sure we probably drank one accidentally at some point, or maybe it's new, but I can't say that I recall having a wheat IPA.
So that's what led me to it. It sounded like a style that I've never tried before.
So worth checking out, something new. So Homestead Beer Company, I'd never heard of prior. On the way down, we drove right by it and figured maybe we should check this place out on the way back. It looks like they're out of Heath, Ohio, and they also have a location in Delaware, Ohio, at the Delaware Public House, which is where we drove by. And it looked like a pretty interesting place, right? They had something called the Food Truck Depot, which I'd never seen. I've been to a lot of breweries where they have food trucks, but it looks like this had a big setup with multiple food trucks there.
What did you say, about six?
Yeah,
six
probably.
trucks?
There was one that said was it like that Thing 1 and 2 Dr. Seuss kind of thing
Right.
on those? I'm not sure what they sold. One was a Caribbean food. There was one that did Italian food.
There was one that did French toast, some sort of gourmet French toast.
Yeah, I saw something said alligator tails or alligator whatever it was on the Caribbean one. So, I mean, it's kind of interesting because instead of having one option, usually you go and, you know, maybe it's pizza or Mexican food or hot dogs or whatever. If you don't feel like hot dogs or Mexican food today, you're kind of out of luck. Where this had all these different options. Was a pretty massive place. They had a volleyball pit, and it looked quite interesting, right on the railroad tracks there in Delaware. But, you know, overall neat spot. We were there quite early, so obviously not a whole lot going on. We did stop in and talk to the guy behind the bar. It was pretty cool. Told us about their beers because we'd never had any of them. And we also picked up a couple of cask-aged beers that they had. So they had some imperial stouts aged in casks from different years. I think 2020 obviously was the newest one. What do you think back to 2017?
Yeah, 2017, I believe.
Yeah, and the prices were ranging from, I think, $10 to $25. So we each picked up one of those. Maybe we'll do a video on one of them in the future. I just was not up for an imperial stout today. We've been running all over the place. Haven't really eaten a whole lot. I figured we probably need something a little bit lighter. So we're going to go with this one. As far as reviews, on Untappd it has a 3.74 with 667 check-ins. Beer Advocate, there was no reviews that I could see, no aggregate and no score overall. But 6.1% ABV, no info on the IBUs. Ready to check this one out? Oh, there's a blurb on the side, right?
Yeah, let me read this blurb first.
The writing is too small, I can't see it. What's it saying?
Forget what you know about wheat beers. We're using an aggressive IPA yeast for those big fruity aromas, plus a pleasant punch of hops to bring it all home. That subtle haze and lingering lace on the sides of your glass are telltale signs of a well-crafted brew with a complex nature. Forever fun, forever flavorful, forever green.
All right, let's check it out.
So I guess we should look for the lacing on
the side.
On the side.
I don't think we won't be here long enough for the lacing to be there, my friend.
I don't know. I'm giving it a
vigorous pour.
Pour here.
That's what I try to do at the end to get some kind of head out of it there. I'm sorry. We both did the right job for once. Usually one of us screws it up. One pour is good, the other's terrible. As far as color, you know, it's kind of an amber kind of color there. Decent amount of carbonation. And that's probably at least a thumb's width there.
I mean, I can see the way it's dissipating. It would be a lot of lacing.
Yeah. It looks.
Those bubbles are getting larger and larger as they don't dissipate.
Yeah, it's hanging around, man. That's good to see. The head looks nice, white, kind of creamy looking. It's a nice looking head on it, for sure. Let's give it a sniff.
Smells like beer.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm not picking up a big IPA hit that I thought I would get.
No, not at all.
Which is probably a good thing. If you watch the show, you know I'm not a huge IPA fan. I enjoy IPAs where they're kind of artfully crafted. I hate the ones that's just like, let's fit as much hops as we can into one glass. This is maybe a light hoppiness to it, but nothing.
I mean, there might be some
little bit of
subtle fruity notes in there, maybe.
A little bit of citrus or something.
Citrus.
Yeah, but it's not a real strong smell, which is
It definitely does not smell like an IPA.
Yeah, that's positive for me. All right, let's give it a shot, man. Should have done this left-handed, right? All right, cheers. First thing that hits me is that that's kind of really light-bodied. It feels considerably lighter than I had expected it to.
Yes, yeah, definitely it is.
That being said, it's very silky. It's very, very smooth. Very light. You pick up a bit of malt. You pick up a bit of hoppiness.
There's some hop bitterness there, but it's not over the top.
Yeah, it's kind of like more of I think it's more of a citrusy one than a piney one, at least for me. Tastes like a nice little citrus bitterness there, and that's kind of that's kind of about it. I would probably guess this was a pale ale if I didn't know any better.
I was going to say a sessional or a session IPA.
Yeah, because it's kind of light. Now, here's the crazy thing. I mean, this is 6.1, so it's not light in the ABV. But I think if you were to drink this, because of the kind of lighter body to it, and it's not real hoppy, you really don't taste an alcohol burn or anything.
No, not at all.
I think, this could sneak up on you if you had more than a few of these and weren't really paying attention. Could you think you can pick up the wheat? Can you try it again?
I don't know that I pick up the wheat.
I think you pick up some malt.
You do pick up some malt.
I don't know that I can. I don't know that I can tell that it's wheat off the top of the head. I mean, a lot of times when you try wheat beers, you kind of know they have that wheaty taste. I don't really think it has it, and it could be that the hops is covered up. I mean, the wheat taste is kind of delicate. It could be the hops is covering up or masking it, and you can't really tell as much. To me, I would just say this is American Pale Ale or something like that would probably be my guess.
If I remember correctly, on Untappd they have it listed as an American IPA.
And I could see that. I mean, it's just kind of a difference in how hoppy it is, basically.
Right.
And I would say it's probably on the cusp there between the Pale Ale and IPA. I think back to the Finley Brewing Pale Ale I had the other day. I think it was kind of similar in the hoppiness. So, that's what it is. What do you think, though? Would you drink another Forever Green?
I'd absolutely drink another Forever Green. I'll give it a thumbs up.
I would too. Again, not a huge IPA guy, but this is palatable. The hops isn't so strong that it kind of turns me off. They're there, and I can taste it. The mouth. You can still taste it in the mouth, kind of the light bitterness, but it's nothing too terrible if you're not a huge IPA fan. So double thumbs up for Forever Green from Homestead Beer Company. If you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up, hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe. And as always, you got any comments or questions, jump in down below. If you've been out to the Homestead Beer Company, let me know what you think about it. It looked like it would be a really cool spot at night when people are playing volleyball and all the food trucks are going. We just happened to be there at 3 in the afternoon or 4 in the afternoon or whatever.
With a truckload of stuff.
Yeah, TVs and teddy bears and garbage, so we couldn't leave it for too long. But
I'd definitely like to go back there and check it out.
Yeah, all in all, was a fun trip. So, hey, until next time, cheers.